This is going to be a multi-licker video for the fear on knife hand techniques. And as you learn knife hand techniques in line drills, and they are not how they're used in combat. And so that actually is one of those things, it's almost like, as most people learn it, it's like a useless tool. So demonstrate some knife hands. Alright, so knife hand techniques are attaching the force from your arm and or leg. There's some pressing and blocking kicks that are the same way. To, if you can, someone's throwing a punch or someone's throwing a kick, you go to knife hand it, but it's more not only just like a strike against their leg, but you really want to redirect where that leg goes. You want to pick the destination of the leg. And there's a couple ways to go about it, and probably the best way is point of contact, focusing on point of contact, where it's most likely. Maybe it's a combat overlap. It's where I have a reach that's so long, he has a reach or she has a reach that's so long, where when we stand close enough together, can my hands hit their hands, or my hands hit their head or their chest, or whatever. Oh. So when you're fighting somebody, you're doing the regular like blocks, closed fist blocks. And I was doing the grab technique as well. But you're also kind of like drifting in and out, changing directions, rotating, backing up, moving forward. And you're watching how they respond the entire time. And once they start responding to your body movements, once I jump back, they jump forward. Once they do that a couple times, I know jumping back makes them jump forward. I know as they shuffle and pull their shoulder back, they're going to throw a right. So what I do then is switch from regular blocks, which are just kind of like strikes that stay inside your the box, the strike zone. And I'm now going to kind of open myself up. So like he goes to throw his right, I go to knife hand strike it. So I will start to move to the left diagonally, knife hand strike, and this is going to open up the right side of my body. So I'm going to turn my right side of body away and start moving in for a counter with the left. So basically what I'm hoping to do as they punch, swing their arm around and maybe even their body, and then capitalize on I'm going to capitalize on what they're turning towards me as I turn away my open part of my body away from them. They're going to open up their body, turn it towards me. I'm going to open up my body, turn it away, and block, strike. Really works good if people know what they're doing, because when you kick forward, you go up onto the ball of your foot, you're on like this much of a pivot. You could grab their leg, spin them around like a ballerina. The better they are, the easier it is to make them spin on the ball of their foot. It's amazing. Alright, there you go, fear. Real quick basics on knife hand techniques. Which I excelled at. I never wanted to close my hands when I fought. And so like I really explored the knife hand techniques and their weaknesses, because everyone's like, well, now you've just done this. And I'm like, well, then how you have just opened up that part of your body. And I'm like, well, then how can I continue to do what I like to do, which feels natural, but not open up that part of my body? So I worked it out by drifting in and out of the overlap, the strike zone, the overlap contact points. And also, like the more you watch how people react to you, the easier it is to start to control that shit. Speaking of which, I'd like to end this with addressing Reggie Steele, evidently a highly trained combat professional. Okay, I'd like to see something. I'd like to see some moves, buddy. Like, let's see what you could do. Like, smash open a pumpkin with your head or something. And I'm sure the Canadian Armed Forces are really incredible. I always see them going to join, especially like any kind of NATO action. There's always like, Canadian soldiers there. So I'm sure they got something to teach. So they taught you. I'd love to see it. And you know what? Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking your demonstration is I'm going to find so encouraging that I'm going to fly down to your very publicly known location, and just beat the snot out of you in the middle of one of those your boss's horse's ring, with your wife's permission, of course. So once I see some demonstrations, we'll arrange a time where I'll fly out there to kick your ass. I'll probably have some more stipulations, because I don't want to end up in that pink trailer that you got in the back of the property where no one could hear people scream from in there from the street. I think I'm going to have Brister make sure that I do not end up somehow drugged and in that pink trailer. By mainly, like, I'll just, like, every time Reggie hands me something, I'm going to have Brister drink it, and if he passes out, I'm just immediately leaving. So, Brister, you're going to need somebody to look after your body. Because the second you pass out, it's a danger sign, and I'm going to run for it. Like a canary in a coal mine. It's not that I don't care about you. It's just that I gotta protect my integrity. Oh, man. And then I gotta mow the rest of this yard. Darn it.